This segment is sponsored by the Richmond Sentinel, providing news, entertainment, and human interest stories in print and online.
What you're looking at is part of what we like to capture each year at the Whistler Film Festival. Interviews on the red carpet, great parties, and of course seeing great films. Now often we'll keep some of these interviews that we do with actors or directors, and we'll hang on to those interviews until the films they're in or directed have come out. That's the case with this next actress interview. We interviewed her back at the Whistler Film Festival in late 2022. We held on to this interview because the movie has finally come out, a movie that Leeta and I both loved. It's called Exile. She is an award-winning, Leo Award-winning actress and seems to move seamlessly between TV and film with great projects. She's in that category, Leeta, on our show. I think she's like a 4 or 5 timer.
She is. She gets the blazer.
She gets the blazer. Camille Sullivan joins us here at the Whistler Film Festival to talk about her new movie, Exile. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
great to have you.
So excited. We so love the film, and congratulations, world premiere here at Whistler Film Fest. I have to say, I am loving you in these thrillers. I have to say, I watched you in Hunter x Hunter. You were truly amazing, and Exile just absolutely continues to be that amazing thing. How do you prepare for these thriller movies?
I love doing the thrillers too. I'll say before I answer that question that I started to get into doing more horror, and I have another one coming up later in the year, and I love it so much. It's so much fun. It's like drama to the nth degree, you know what I mean? So how do I prepare? Well, I usually, for any movie, I sort of prepare the same way. I try to figure out what's my character's worldview. So then that can affect the decisions in terms of what do I want, how do I go about getting what I want. And so for Exile, I think her worldview could sort of be summed up in like, no one is coming to save me.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I want my life, it's only me. I gotta grab it.
Yeah, strong and vulnerable. I loved it.
And you know, audiences get more and more intelligent with films. But I gotta say, I think Leeta would agree with me. You just banged her arm. I mean, it's a talented actress, banging her arm, microphone troll. I was right in the middle of a great question.
Go ahead.
This is staying in the interview, by the way.
Yeah. Love you so much.
Yes, you can tell she's a regular. But this movie, I gotta say, and we'll get you to talk a little bit about the plot, but this movie kept Leeta and I guessing till the very end, and that is not as common as people would think when it comes to plots, because often you'll say, oh, I see this coming. I know what's happening. We didn't.
Good.
Talk a bit about the journey you go on, and Adam Beach, who plays your estranged husband.
Well, yeah, it is a journey. And then when I was watching it the other day, the premiere, I couldn't believe it. Like, I know what happens, obviously, but then I kept thinking like, wow, there's still so much more. Like, you don't even know this just happened. And you think, oh, it's gonna go like this, and then it goes a whole nother way, and then it swings back. Because it's a psychological thriller, so much of it, is it real? Is it in his head? Is he delusional? Am I delusional? Because I do some pretty crazy things as well. I make some interesting choices.
Yes.
So yeah, I start with that worldview. I figure out what is this person, what do they need to live? What do they need to be happy? And then how do they think they'll get it? And then throw myself in as much as I can.
Yeah, you have to mention also that one of the stars of the show really is the backdrop, Powell River.
Oh yeah,
beautiful.
Wow.
Gorgeous BC. How was it? Was it cold? Oh yes.
But you couldn't do this movie in the summertime. It needed to have that desolate, isolated look about it. Right?
And we got it. There was an atmospheric river. There was like torrential winds. It was for real. And Sterling Bancroft, our DP, he's so good, and it looks so beautiful. I thought it was incredible.
We should mention Adam Beach, who puts in a great performance. Also a great supporting cast. And again, as Leeta said, the environment, we have to say, is one of the cast members in this film.
Oh, we love Gary Chalk too. That must have been fun.
Gary Chalk has my favorite line in the whole movie, and it's a curse. So I'm gonna say it anyway, and you guys don't have to use it. This is my favorite line in the whole movie.
I'm hoping our talented editor-director Mark can bleep that up. Banging your arm, microphone, that's just the language. It's a great cast, and there are characters in the film that could easily slip into cliche, but don't. Supporting cast meaning, but it's great to have you here. We should mention, you're in that club, as we mentioned off the beginning. You were in, I think, if not the first, the second version online of our show back in 2015 when it was like a 7 or 8 minute online show, and you were on the first TV version in 2016.
Well, I'm very honored, and you still keep having me back. I cursed, I banged my arm.
This might be your last time. I mean, you broke a couple rules there, swearing.
Go out.
Well,
on a
we want
low.
to thank you so much, Camille Sullivan at the Whistler Film Fest for the world premiere of Exile. Awesome
Thank you
film.
so much. Thank you so much.
This segment was sponsored by the Richmond Sentinel, providing news, entertainment, and human interest stories in print and online.